Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video, but we want to talk about the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp situation. Walter Hamada, who is the head of DC Films for Warner Brothers, did indeed testify via video this morning that Amber Heard's role was reduced in Aquaman 2, not because of the drama over the trial, but because she sucked. She sucked. She had no chemistry with Jason Momoa. That is why her role was reduced as Mera in Aquaman 2. This is coming from the guy in charge of the movies. He's basically like, we had to fix it in post. It looked like Mera and Aquaman had chemistry in the movie, but he said there was a lot of work to make it look like they had chemistry, and it just was not coming together. So her role was greatly diminished in the second movie during the script writing phase, 3-4 years ago. So that is not going to bode well for her, I think, during this trial. And when he said this, that the controversy had nothing to do with her role being reduced, you could see Johnny Depp not looking very happy because, remember, he lost Fantastic Beasts over this controversy. He lost his job as Grindelwald. And, he's got to be thinking, like, why the hell did I get fired over this? And I actually can act and whatever. And she was able to continue working, even though in a reduced capacity, because she sucks. So we're going to talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 268,000, almost 269,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about pop culture. We talk about comics. We talk about DC Comics. We've talked a little bit in the past about Amber Heard and the Aquaman 2 situation. Now, we haven't reported on every rumor because some of them, we couldn't really substantiate for sure. But in this case, it's been reported by multiple outlets that Amber Heard's role as Mera in Aquaman 2 has been greatly reduced. In fact, she said herself on the stand that she's basically knocked out for most of the movie, or she's hospitalized. Her character's hospitalized for most of the movie, and she believes it's because of the drama around the Johnny Depp situation. And it turns out that is not the case. The reason her character is sidelined is because she sucks. She had no chemistry with Jason Momoa. They had to fix it in post. It made it look like they had chemistry. And he was, I believe Hamada was very professional in how he said it, but he was kind of like it was movie magic. The audience believed that they had chemistry, but there was no actual chemistry. And, we've heard rumors before that Jason Momoa is not a big fan of Amber Heard. That they did not get along very well in real life. And apparently he suffered an eye injury because of her being stupid on set. So he's probably like, I don't want to do another movie with her as a co-lead. And apparently it's going to be Aquaman and his brother. That's who's going to carry the next movie. So the Wrap has a write-up of it. Literally, this just dropped a couple minutes ago. I did sit through this. It was really interesting. And again, I think Walter Hamada, who's come under fire from Ray Fisher in this particular case, I thought he was pretty professional. I thought he basically tried to dance around it until they cornered him and said, what was the actual problem with Amber Heard if her role was reduced? And he's like, well, lack of chemistry. She sucks. Basically, she sucks. She sucks, and we reduced her role. So, coming from the Wrap, Amber Heard was nearly recast in Aquaman 2 over chemistry concerns. Yeah, they thought about recasting her. It had nothing to do with Johnny Depp. It had nothing to do with the controversy. They're basically like, she sucks, and that's the problem. Hamada testified on Tuesday that Heard and Jason Momoa lacked natural chemistry in the first film, while Amber Heard recently claimed she had to fight to be part of Aquaman 2 due to her public disputes with ex-husband Johnny Depp. DC Films head Walter Hamada revealed on the witness stand on Tuesday that Heard was nearly recast in the sequel for a different reason. When asked during the very public defamation trial whether Heard's role in the Aquaman sequel, officially titled Aquaman the Lost Kingdom, was reduced ahead of production, the head of Warner Brothers Pictures DC Films testified Heard's role was always planned to be smaller in Aquaman 2. The size of the role in the film that she has was determined in the early development of the script, Hamada testified, adding that her smaller role was an aspect of the sequel from the early stage of development of the script and not a recent development. Basically, she sucked in the first movie. We talked about recasting her. We decided against recasting her, so we just sidelined her character. Hamada, it's basically like Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, basically, she got the Jar Jar Binks treatment. They treated her like Jar Jar. They reduced her role in the second movie. Hamada then revealed the story focus of Aquaman 2 was always intended to shift away from Momoa's titular superhero and Heard's Mera toward Arthur Curry's relationship with his half-brother Orm, played by Patrick Wilson. The movie was always pitched as a buddy comedy between Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson. But the reason Heard's role in Aquaman 2 was reduced is because of her lack of chemistry with Momoa in the first film, and also damn near blinding him, as I understand it. With Hamada testifying that Warner Brothers considered recasting the role altogether for the follow-up. Again, nothing to do with Johnny Depp. It's because she sucks. It was the concerns that were brought up at the wrap of the first movie, which was the issue of chemistry. Did the two have chemistry? Hamada said. I think editorially, they were able to make that relationship work in the first movie, but there was a concern that it took a lot of effort to get there, and we would be better off recasting her, finding someone who has better, more natural chemistry with Jason Momoa and move forward that way. Hamada added that through careful editing, they were able to get Aquaman to a place where Arthur and Mera's romance played, noting a good editor and a good filmmaker can pick up the right takes, pick up the right moments, but that the lack of natural chemistry seems to be the reason Mera won't be quite as prominent in the next film. Asked how the production of Aquaman 2 went with Heard, Hamada said, "My understanding is the production went smoothly." And for the record, when asked if he has spoken with Zack Snyder, who originally cast Heard, Hamada responded with a slight chuckle that no, he has no contact with Snyder. Again, probably over the Ray Fisher debacle. He is not talking to Zack Snyder. So there goes the Snyderverse, guys. It doesn't matter anyway. I think that David Zaslav is going to come in and just reset everything. The DC Films executive's comments come on the heels of Heard's testimony that she had to fight to keep her role in the sequel. "I fought really hard to stay in the movie," she said last week, adding that the final script was a very pared down version of that role, and action scenes starring her character were removed. They just removed a bunch out because you suck. You suck. That's why they took you out of the movie. It had nothing to do with the controversy. Again, the double standard, and you can see it on Johnny Depp's face when he says that, yeah, we were going to remove her, but because she was not good, it was not good chemistry. It had nothing to do with the drama, whereas he immediately got shit canned from Warner Brothers, because of the controversy. You can see the double standard. A woman gets to keep her job, a man does not get to keep his job. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but he was visibly upset. I would be too. I'd be like, what the actual hell? He was probably thinking to himself, well, at least, they reduced her role because of this. And Walter Hamada is like, no, it's because she sucked. It had nothing to do with the controversy. And he's sitting there like, yep. And I lost Fantastic Beasts over this, which was Warner Brothers. I lost, Pirates of the Caribbean over this. Yeah, so this is not going to help her case at all because she does not have the same pushback, blowback that Johnny Depp did, and she's looking worse and worse as this trial drags on. I got to tell you, even if you're sitting on the fence, and a lot of people were sitting on the fence about this one, she has made herself look pretty clownish, honestly, and a lot of things that she's said have been proven to be false. And again, if you've got someone who's consistently lying on stand and has lied and been caught in lies repeatedly, then, as a juror, I'd be looking at this and be like, well, then how can we believe her when she said she was hit by Johnny Depp? Can we believe her? I don't know. But I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.